Buenos días, queridos alumnos de Cela Spanish School Online. In today's class, we are going to explain the conjugation and use of the pretérito perfecto in Spanish. We have this video completely in Spanish as well. However, we also want to offer the video in English for those students who wish to have the explanations in this language. I recommend you to watch the video in both languages. This video is part of the material of our distance learning Spanish courses. First of all, I want to tell you that there is no exact correspondence between the different past tenses in Spanish and in English. Many times the pretérito perfecto is translated with the simple past in English. In each language, the tenses are used differently and have different functions. With this in mind, we are going to explain the Spanish usage. Conjugating in the pretérito perfecto in Spanish is quite simple. We use the present tense of the verb haber plus a past participle. Verbs ending in ar form the participle in ado. For example, trabajar, trabajado. And verbs ending in er and ir form the participle in ido. For example, comer, comido, vivir, vivido. Let's conjugate the verb trabajar in the pretérito perfecto. He trabajado, has trabajado, ha trabajado. Unlike English, in Spanish, the verb person already contains information about the subject of the sentence, about who is doing the action. That is why we do not usually mention the subject if it is clearly included in the verb. This is not possible in English, but it is normal in Spanish. But in the third person, we mention the subject if there is a possibility of misunderstanding, since the third person form is for three different persons: él, ella, and usted. In the first and second person, it is not necessary because the verb already includes the subject. We only use the pronoun if we want to emphasize. Hemos trabajado, habéis trabajado, ellos, ellas, ustedes han trabajado. As you see, the participle is the same for all verbal persons. Only the verb haber is the one that is conjugated. Let's conjugate a verb ending in er, like comer. He comido, has comido, ha comido, hemos comido, habéis comido, han comido. We see that the participle is the same for all persons. And now we will conjugate a verb ending in ir as vivir. He vivido, has vivido, ha vivido, hemos vivido, habéis vivido, han vivido. The participle is the same for all persons. Let us now explain when we use this tense. There is a difference between the use in Spain and the use in Latin America. First, we're going to explain the Spanish usage. In Spain, the pretérito perfecto is used much more frequently than in Latin America. And it is used to talk about past actions that occurred in a period of time that is still in progress. Let's look at an example. Hoy he ido al cine con María. The action of going to the movies already happened, but the day is not over, so I say hoy. Esta semana hemos ido al cine varias veces. The week is not over, but the action of going to the movies is. In this graphic, I have represented this example. This is the week. Today is Friday, and I am talking to someone. I talk to him or her about something that happened on Monday and Thursday of this week. As the week is not over, I use the pretérito perfecto for the actions that happened in this period. Both the actions and the moment when I'm talking share the same time period. Esta semana. It is common in these sentences to use time expressions such as hoy, esta semana, este mes, este año, etc. This is the use in Spain. In most Latin American countries, it is a little different. We use the pretérito perfecto much less, because for us it has another function. We use it when the past action was in some way special to us. Very good, very bad, very long, etc. For example, por fin hemos viajado a Europa. I want to express that this action in the past was somehow special. It was an effort of money and time. Hemos perdido 2 horas en una cola en el banco. We have lost 2 hours in a queue at the bank. We use the pretérito perfecto to lament lost time. No he desayunado nada. If you say that in Latin America, they will offer you something to eat immediately. If you say that in Spain, it is just information about a past action in a period considered current by the speaker. There is a very good news. Almost all participles are regular. There are not many irregular participles. Irregular participles are those that end neither in ado nor in ido. Here is a list of the most frequent irregular participles in everyday conversation. The verb escribir is regular in the present tense, but has an irregular participle. We do not say escribido, we say escrito. Romper is roto and not rompido. Volver, vuelto and not volvido. Abrir, abierto. Poner, puesto. Hacer, hecho. Ver, visto. Morir, muerto. Cubrir, cubierto. Freír, frito. The verb freír has two participles, one regular, freído, and one irregular, frito. Frito is more common. Decir, dicho. Resolver, resuelto. Irregular participles do not end in ado nor in ido. The verbs that are formed from these verbs will also have an irregular participle, such as, for example, descubrir, descubierto, deshacer, deshecho, proponer, propuesto, etc. In my opinion, if it's not necessary to study all irregular participles in detail, it is enough to know the most common ones and expand the information as we advance in our learning of Spanish. Many verbs that were irregular in the present tense have a regular participle. That is, they end in ado or ido, like ser, sido, estar, estado, tener, tenido, ir, ido. In Spanish, every tense has different irregular verbs. Another very important difference is that in Spanish, the auxiliary verb haber and the participle can never be separated. We cannot put anything in between as we would in English or German. For example, ¿has comprado el pan? Sí, ya lo he comprado. And never lo he ya comprado. The pronouns go in front of the conjugated verb. I cannot say he lo comprado. How it is possible in other languages. The negation no also always goes before the verb in Spanish. No he hecho la tarea. Muy bien. And now we will practice a little. We will transform these sentences from the present tense to the pretérito perfecto. Hemos comprado pan en la tienda. He estudiado español todos los días. Han vendido un piso en la playa. He salido al trabajo a las 7. Jesús ha vuelto a casa a las 5. Muy bien, queridos alumnos, ahora a seguir practicando. In the distance learning course material, we have a good variety of exercises and activities with feedback from the teacher to practice this topic. If you are not yet a CELA student and would like to have information about our school and our courses, we invite you to visit our website. Nos vemos en una próxima videoclase. Hasta pronto.